How you guys doing? Coach Kyle Brown here, celebrity fitness nutrition coach, CEO of Fit 365 Shakes. And yes, this is my headboard. I am sitting in bed because it is my 40th birthday and I didn't want to go in the office today. So I decided I would just rock it the way I want to and hopped on in bed just to chill, relax, and shoot this quick video. So wanted to talk to you about how to unlock the fountain of youth within you. So 40. Let me tell you a little bit about it and some of the quick tools that I've used. I actually just watched a really cool video montage from some family and friends looking at some of the different things I said, and I was looking back to a video I made back in 2000, back before cell phone cameras, when we were shooting things on an old school camera and talking about hard work, dedication, discipline, and being purpose-driven and just watching these little things add up. And I was talking to the camera that my buddy was holding about my day and that I'm up and I'm training. I'm up at 4:30 in the morning and I'm training and I'm working my butt off in the gym, training hard as a competitive bodybuilder, and then going and working a 13-hour workday from 8 until 9 p.m. until I come home, go do my second workout, and then get my butt back in bed. It's a pretty amazing process looking at now. What are we? We are 17 years later, and I still follow a lot of the same habits. So I'm going to tell you that you are a combination of your habits and your choices. Your habits and your choices. Not just your habits, but also your choices to create and modify and change those habits anytime you want. So what we're looking at is, okay, you're 40 years old. Honestly, I feel amazing. My body feels like it's in some of the best shape of its life. I don't feel 40. My mind is sharp and agile. It doesn't feel 40. I still joke that I feel like I'm 13 and that my goal is to be that 70-year-old guy that everyone looks at and goes, man, he's so mature. And I want to go over a couple of the different tools and techniques that I've used and utilized and built into habits, and also some of the massive mistakes I've made along the way that have all been part of the journey, because the greatest part of this whole process is, one, you can change it anytime. You can change it anytime. Anyone who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks, I've got 70-year-olds that could probably kick your butt that I've trained and worked with and transformed their lives. It's harder the more you've ingrained habits, but you can teach anyone anything at any time, and you can change at any time. So here's a couple of the different habits and rituals throughout my day that have made a world of difference in my mental attitude, in my overall happiness, in how my body looks, how I feel, how my mind is nice and agile, and my perspective now. This is my 40th year and 40th turn around the sun. So, one, probably the most important thing you can do is express gratitude for everything. Absolutely everything. Wake up. When you're just waking up, you're coming out of that theta state, and you're in a state where everything is very easily impressionable. And the first thing people tend to do when they just wake up is they grab their cell phones and they look at media, they look at their emails, they start stressing about what they got going on. Take a moment and just be so appreciative for everything going on in your life, because there's so much good going on in your life. And you just might not know it. You just focus on the wrong stuff. So yes, we all have a lot of trials and tribulations going on. And whenever we focus on the wrong things, we really miss out. Everything you want, everything you need is already in front of you. And you're probably just focusing on the wrong stuff. And I'm just as guilty of it. There's many days where I don't realize I'm so focused on what I need to attain that I'm not focused on the fact that I've already won the lottery. I've won the lottery. I've got a great family. I've got great kids. I've got great friends. I've got a great company. I could give you a list of 90 things that aren't going great. But why? Why focus on that? That's all part of the journey and part of the perspective. So that gratitude in the morning is huge. 2, stress management. There is nothing more important next to that than stress management. I have spent a ton of time learning how to manage my stress. And more important than stress management is owning your mind. There's nothing more important than owning your mind. And the funniest thing is your mind doesn't even exist. Point to your mind. Nope, that's my brain. Where's my mind? My mind, it's much more comprehensive than that. My mind is what controls everything. You can't appreciate your family. You can't appreciate your life. You can't go out, do, build, create if you don't own your mind and other people are creating the impressions of you. So really make sure that the information that goes into your mind that then gets processed by your brain is tight. And the stuff that you don't want in there, just get rid of it. 3, forgive yourself. Every day I try to focus right now on forgiving myself for past transgressions, bad decisions that I made, not beat myself up. The worst thing you can do is be your worst enemy and beat yourself up. And there's nobody who cares and there's nobody harder on you than you. So let go any bad decisions you've made. Let go any barriers that you've created yourself. Let go of any one of these situations and focus on lifting yourself up. That's one of the most important things that you can do is stop being so hard on yourself. 4, the contrary to that, stop being so easy on yourself. There's so many things that you've set these self-limiting beliefs for where you're like, I can't do that. Oh, that's cool. Kyle could do that. Whoa, I could never do a Facebook Live. Whoa, I could never build and create this. Oh, I can never get in great shape. Yes, you can. Never too late. Every one of these things are possible. You just have to start moving that direction now. There are no limitations. Yes, this thing says stuff like, I'm old, but it also says I make 40 look good. So I want you to realize that all of these things are possible. You can create good, healthy habits. Make sure you focus on enjoying the journey. You dial in your fitness, you dial in your nutrition, you dial in your mindset, and you also make a lot of mistakes. That's the last thing I want to leave you with. Big part of the fountain of youth comes from realizing perspective. So make a lot of mistakes. I've made huge mistakes in my life, a lot of poor decisions. And guess what? Even if you don't want to, you're going to make really bad mistakes. What do you do from there? Do you live in those mistakes? No, don't live in your mistakes. Realize them, learn from your mistakes, and stop making them. It's really that simple. There you go. There's your therapy. You don't need to lay on a damn couch. Stop making those mistakes. Stop beating yourself up. Start being grateful and start being active. That's it. Love and appreciate everything around you. You've already got it all. That will create the fountain of youth. From those circumstances, that is where your nutrition and fitness are going to start getting dialed in. We all look at things so compartmentalized, which is my last point for you. Do not compartmentalize. It doesn't exist. We are all connected. Everything is connected. There's no such thing as compartmentalization. If you don't think that you need transparency, guess what? Transparency is all there. We are all connected. So realize that you can't compartmentalize these different parts. You can't put things off for later. Just focus on it, get it dialed in, and realize that it's all right there in front of you for the taking. Happy birthday to me. I do make 40 look good. And I hope you guys have a great day.